What's up, y'all? This is your uncle, and we're going to be doing our weekly look back on the charts and what happened and the potential opportunities that we did capitalize on and the ones that we potentially have missed. So hang on tight. I'm going to take you through that. But before I do that, let me go and kind of show you guys an update. I think I'm going to start doing this as well. Just give you guys a little weekly update. I get a lot of people who's interested in our copycat service. So I'll put this little simple sheet together to kind of show you guys every week at the end of the week. Exactly what we did, so that if you're interested, that's cool. If not, keep doing your thing. But anyway, these are a bunch of the trades that we just took last week, and we took about 21 trades. It looks like something around there. That's the one we closed. We closed around 21 trades, and we still have about 4. Anytime you see this report and you see that it's white, as you can see right here in this column, the powder blue means that these are the trades that we have already closed out. These are the trades we took. I'm not going to show whether they were buy or sales because some people just trying to game the system. Well, let me try to figure out what they know. You ain't getting all that. Okay. So I cut that part out. But to the other people in the group, if you're in the copycat, you would already know. And then we mark right here whether they were wins or losses. And so we did have one little small loss because we had a loss because of news spikes, which you can't do anything about that. So outside of that news spike, we were looking pretty good. So we had 20 winners last week and only one loss, and we still have 4 remaining pairs open that are on hold. So they are there. And since January 1st, which is only 6 weeks ago, here's our numbers for 6 weeks. We have won 104 trades and only lost 11 trades. Okay, so that's our record for in 6 weeks. Okay, so just amazing results. And so we're going to continue to do that for the copycat group. So just want to share that with you guys. All right, now let's get on to the charts. Here's the deal. And I'll be doing the news event video tomorrow for you guys. So just make sure to pay attention to the news events. But sometimes there's some things that just pops out of the blue. And sometimes you're expecting a silent, quiet week, and it doesn't turn out to be that way. So, that happens during the week. All right, so let's get on to the charts. Oh, before I do that, let me tell you guys something extremely important. And I shared this with the group on yesterday, and I think it's very, very, very important that you guys know this. One of the things, and I've been telling you guys this, but now it's blatantly obvious to the copycat members. Make sure you are very careful and interview the brokers that you choose to use. I shared yesterday in the copycat group because I had one person, and we was talking about this. One person, I sent out some trades on, and we'll go through this and I'll show you the trades and how it's shot up just like I anticipated. I closed it out in profits like 20 pips on one, 10 pips on another for a combination of 30 pips. Those who attended my class on Wednesday, you know about the football strategy, how we go. Sometimes you get a long distance pass for 70 yards or 70 pips, and sometimes you have to go 10 yards for first down, and then you'll get a 20-yard short run pass or something like that. So an option route or something like that. So either way it goes, the bottom line is not every trade is going to go 70 pips or 100 pips. Some is going to be 10 pips. Some you're going to be able to grab 20 pips. But when you combine it together, you end up at the 100 yards for a touchdown, which is what I did last week. What I did was I took 2 trades, one on Euro AUD and one on Euro AUD and one on GBP AUD. GBP AUD, and I'll show you this when we get to the charts. GBP AUD, we took it for about 20 pips and then just ran out. And Euro AUD, we took it for about 10 pips and ran out for a combination of 30 quick pips. Just 30 quick pips to finish the week out, okay, on that particular trades, those two. So combined, it was 30 pips. The person clearly said, hey, I'm using the same broker and I have your copycat service on 2 different accounts. Okay, and I'm not going to say the broker because I don't get into that. But you guys are going to understand why Uncle P, well, I'm not going to tell you what broker to use. You got to figure that part out. I'm staying away from that. So the person said, wait a minute, something doesn't look right. They said, wait a minute, your trades on this account, same broker, same lot size, same everything. Okay, same everything. Okay, because when you get the copycat service, you can use it on 3 different accounts. So they had it on 2 different accounts. One account went into profit, generously into profit. The other account, same lot size, same everything, went negative with the same broker. How is that even possible? Do you guys get what I'm saying? How is that even possible? That's not even possible. So just be aware of what broker you're using. Make sure to do your due diligence, do your research, go do a Google review. You know what I mean? Just research the heck out of these brokers before you go with them, because that stuff, I've been warning you that these brokers, some, not all, some are very, very sketchy. They're very sketchy. And the more you win, the more they may interfere with your trades. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm just telling you, I've been in this game a long time, so I've seen a lot. Okay? So you get on the radar when you start winning. They're used to a whole bunch of retail traders losing. But now that you're in the copycat service and you're winning, okay, I'm just saying. Be aware. So a lot of people were saying, oh man, hold on, y'all saying that you won these trades, but mine came at a loss. Now you understand. I've been telling you guys this for years. Now you understand. How is that even possible? I got the same broker, 2 different accounts with them, same lot size. When your trades came out and they were copied, this account went into generous profit, like it should have. This account went into a small loss. How is that possible? So just research your brokers. I don't do broker recommendations and stuff like that. And part of that is because I can go with a broker, I can research them, then they'll find out who I am, and they want to make sure, this is Uncle P, let's make sure to treat him good because he's going to bring us a lot of business and da-da-da-da-da. And so they may treat me real like royalty. And then you get in, and after a while, they say, you winning too much? They may manipulate your accounts. So that's why I don't put my name on that, because if any of that stuff happens, instead of people going to their broker and getting upset, guess who they come to? Uncle P, you. I'm not the broker. And that's why I don't want to put my name on it. I want to be strictly held accountable for what I do with my business, which is teaching and training you guys how to trade, creating indicators that I know will help you visually see the charts better, and so forth, which is what we're about to see now. I'm going to go to the charts so we can do a weekly review, but I'm just going over this so you guys understand. I told you guys this for the longest, and people don't listen to, but now people are seeing it. Now you're getting to see it raw and uncut. Okay, so choose your brokers wisely. Okay, don't just go with them because they have the highest, spread. No, not the low spreads, but high leverage. Okay, they got the high leverage. Yeah, but research them first. See if what other people had said. How many times did they hold up withdrawals, or do they execute withdrawals? How long they've been around? All these different things. Okay. And I don't care if they are regulated. Some of them, yeah, they may be regulated, but still, they so tight button, they still do people wrong. Okay? So I don't care about that. Okay? Just be careful. All right, let's get to the charts. I want to clear the air on that. All righty then, y'all. Thank you for hanging tight. Let's get to the end of the week, and then we'll work backwards to the ocean wave, which is at the beginning of the week. Let's see how the week finished. So I'm going to start with the A pairs. And as you can see on the 4-hour chart, you can see that the A pairs had some news, and I don't know what it was, because when I checked my news list, I really did not see any events or news that should have affected the AUD late in the game. But it happens. And as you can see, when that happens, you can see this breakout candle, which broke out outside of the 4-hour range. You can see right here, here's the 4-hour range, and it went out. But then it came right back in, which is normal. Okay, which is normal. Okay, so it did not break all the way up, but it came back in range. Okay, but that doesn't mean it can't continue up. It may go continuously up. So just be careful. Especially look at the daily. Daily says this, so this thing can continue up. So that's why for me, when I'm trading at the beginning of the week, I only like looking at the ocean wave trade system, because I look for trend trades, and we may see that when we get to the chart. So we'll look and see what happens from there. But anyway, AUD pairs came up. You can see this one shot up, big candle. See that big candle? Same thing. So that's a news event. Big candle, same thing, broke up a little bit, and then it'll probably come back down within range. Okay, nothing you can do about news event candles. Okay, nothing. So if people who are at a disadvantage with news event candles are scalpers. This is how you're constantly losing, because news events will pop up out of the blue, As you can see, a big one popped up here, then it popped up here. See, you get taken out the game. But if you're looking at this from a range, from the higher time frames, you'll get in drawdown, which is why I did that video about drawdown. Yeah, you'll get into drawdown. Nothing you can do about that. But when it goes back into range, you'll make that money back plus profit. That's why swing traders tend to lose far less trades than scalpers. Scalpers, by far, hands down. If you are a scalper, and I'm telling you, just hear me out. I know you want to be a scalper, but I've literally been in this business for since 2018. I think since around 2018, I've seen a bunch come and go. And the truth is, of all the people who come and go the most, it's always the scalpers. And the ones who come into the game as retail traders, they're always coming in as a scalper. So you're already putting yourself at a disadvantage by trying to come into this game as a scalper. Why? Because these news events will come out of the blue. Look at this wick candle right here, just out of the blue. Now, see, from the 4-hour time frame, you wouldn't have even paid attention to this. This means nothing. See, this means nothing. You can clearly see this was an uptrend right here, from here to here. You can see the uptrend, okay? You can see it, okay? So when it poked up and then shot back and then shot back up, see, all this you can't handle as a scalper. But as a day trader or swing trader, especially using a higher time frame, I mean, clearly you can see that was nothing. That's just a little blip. So people be like, oh, I'm in drawdown, I'm in drawdown. I told you, only people I hear whining like that, scalper heads. Scalper heads. That's what I'm start calling y'all, scalper heads. Why? Because you get your head scalped. You coming into this market trying to scalp the market keeps scalping you. Why? Because you panicking over every little thing. Every time there's a little drawdown, you crying and pissing in your pants. Calm the heck down, because if you actually go to your charts to a higher time frame, you will clearly see, okay, this is what happened. So I can relax and move on and just wait for it to retrace and get back into normal range. Do you get what I'm saying? You're telling on yourself. Every time you keep complaining about drawdown, you're already telling how immature you are in this game. So talk less, because you're revealing more about where you actually are in this journey. You're telling people, I don't know what I'm doing, when you keep talking like that. Okay? Why? Because again, it will step out of range, and then it will, as you can see here, it stepped out and then it comes back into range. See, it stepped out, and you can see even this one. Okay? So relax. Relax. Always go to your, if you're ever in doubt, and you're in drawdown, just go to your higher time frames and see the picture from there. And then you see, okay, whether, yeah, should I close this trade out? Should I hold it? Or what's going on? Okay. Just instantly go to a higher time frame. All right. Okay. All right. So same thing here. AUD is shot up, but look what happened immediately afterwards. Shot up and then it dropped right back into range. See, this is what I'm saying. So day traders and especially swing traders have a much more better advantage at trading than a scalper, because they always tend to look at higher time frames to understand what's going on. So yes, this one shot up as well, but look what happened. It dropped right back to where it was. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Swiss is just drifting. CAD Swiss, again, it shot up, but then look what happened. It's still within this range. So that's how it finished the week. Now this one, CAD JPY, the JPY I told you guys is very, very weak. So for me personally, looking for reversals, it can happen, which by here, it can go ahead and pull back, but it may bounce and continue back up next week. Okay. Why? Because the JPY itself is a weak currency. So anything against the JPY has a strong possibility of going the other way. But again, it does do pullback. So right here, it could possibly do an early week pullback. So, you know, go with that. Okay. Here's the Euro AUD. This is the one I ate a few pips off of, not much, because it didn't move where I wanted it to. But here's what I saw. Just so for those who's in the copycat, here's what I saw, which is why, for me, if I am going to be a scalper, which you've seen, I scalp. I do close trades at 10 pips, 15 pips. I can scalp. The only difference is I don't use those 1 and 5 minute time frames like you do. That's why I don't lose so often. See, it's nothing. What is a scalp? 10 or 20 pips, 15 pips. That's all it is. 10, 15, 20 pips. Just you're in and out the trade. You're not holding it long. That's fine. But who said you had to do it off the 1 minute and 5 minute, family? That was taught to retail traders so that you can keep getting your stops hit and blow and enriching your broker. Are you hearing me? So for some of you guys, you in the copycat, I'm like, dang, Uncle P scalping too? Yeah, I sure do. I just don't use the time frame you do. So here's what actually happened. Here's one of those trades I told you about. Euro AUD. Right here is what I saw. Okay, you keep coming into this range, and every time, just even if we just park right there, every time you come in this range, what does it do? It comes down, stops, and shoots up. Come down, stops, and shoots up. Come down, stops, and shoots up. Come down, stops, and it didn't shoot up, and I closed it because I don't want to hold this trade over the weekend. So that's the reason why when it did shoot up by 10 pips, I just took it as a scalp. See, you can see it right here. Dropped down and it moved up. When it did this first move, I just went on and closed it out because I know it's going to Friday. The markets, when London closed, the markets are just going to slow down and do nothing, which it did. You can see it just went into a consolidatory pattern. So instead of just holding the trade over the weekend, I went on and just took our 10 pips on this trade and said, okay, we'll look at it on next week. But it was a scalp trade, 10 pips, okay? 10 pips. All pips are good to me. I will eat anything you put on this table in this Forex market. Okay. So as you can see, yes, it did exactly what I was anticipating. It did come into this range, hit a support into the support range. But what time frame am I looking at? The 4 hour. See how I can see the bigger picture? Where's my stop loss? Way down here below that range. So I will put my stop below the range. If this is the range you keep jumping in and popping out, jumping in, popping out, jumping in, popping out, jumping in, then why put my stop so close? You're only doing that foolishness because you way down here on the 1 minute to 5 minute. I'm on the 1 minute time, 5 minute time frame, Uncle P. So you see right here, see your support level. I'm gonna put my stop right here, Uncle P. Now watch where I'm gonna put this stop. Okay, watch this. I'm gonna put it right there, Uncle P. Uncle P. Uncle P. People funny. Watch this. So I'm gonna make this one yellow. Okay. Or actually, let's make it aqua blue so you can see it. That's your stop. Now let's go back out to the 4 hour time frame. So if this thing even blips down and retests this level or this level, can you see how you will instantly be stopped out if you're trading off this 1 and 5 minute? You see that? This is your uncle stop loss below the range. So if this thing do pop up by 60, 70 pips, I'm cool with it. But if I can close it at any time for any pips. So you see the difference? This is why professional traders don't get stopped out so often like you do. Uh-oh. Okay, now let's keep going. And I'm teaching as I'm going along because I want you guys to get improved. Not only do I want you to see the reviews of what happened last week, but I'm teaching you the perspective you need to have. Most of these times, whenever I'm starting on the charts, what time frame am I always starting on? The 4 hour. So when this thing came down and pulled up a bit, it did bounce like I anticipated. Look at this level, boom. And it bounced, but it didn't bounce enough for me. So what did I do? I just took my 10 pips and said, okay, on to the next trade. Well, actually, we'll close out this one for 10 pips for the end of the week because I closed out others. And actually, this week I was 7-0, I think, 6-0 or 7-0 on my trades. I didn't lose any trades. Some were short, some were medium, you know. And my other teams, they had day trades and swing trades. So it was more than enough pips. So I was just hitting this market, hitting them, just ooh, 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 ooh. So that's how I do it. See, you just hit them, close it whenever you feel like. If it goes 10 pips and you want to close it, close it. You don't have to wait for it to hit your take profit. You can close it anytime you want to, which is what I did. Okay. Are you guys help? I hope this is helping. If this is helping, you know, I really hope this is helping. But either way it goes, this thing likes to come down sharp and bounce back up. Come down sharp, bounce back up. Come down sharp, bounce back up. Come down sharp, and you can see it begin its bounce. Now, if this was like Wednesday, I would have probably held it until it hit my take profit. But because it was going into the weekend, why hold it? I don't want to have no foolishness going over the weekend and then it actually breaks through to the downside. But if this was a Wednesday or Thursday, yeah, I would have held this thing because it would rhythmically does its thing. Even on the big level, look, it dropped all the way down big and shot back up big. Bounce, up, bounce, up, bounce, up, bounce, and what would be the next move? To the upside. Okay? All right, let's keep on going. This is just consolidating, hot mess. You'll probably see this better when we get to the ocean wave. So let me speed up. All right, this was a nice trade I took. I knew it was going to bounce right here. It shot up way more than I anticipated, but so I could have held this one longer, but we ate something off of this one too. And so that's that. That's the euro. And here's this one. This is the JPY pairs. Again, see, you can't really gauge this one because now on the ocean wave, you probably see it. This one you can't, but because the JPY is weak, look at what happened. I told you any pair that's against the JPY, they tend to do really, really well to the upside. Okay. This is the Euro NZD. Not much there. I don't see much. This is the Swiss, okay, and we'll see this better on the ocean wave, where it kept on trending, just like I told you guys on last Saturday's video. What did I tell you? I said if you want a good trend trading pair, choose the ones that's attached to the Swiss, CHF. CHF is not the Chiefs or the Chief or the cheese or whatever, okay? It's the Swiss franc, okay? So any pair that you want to trend trade, we're going to see this when we get to the ocean wave, okay? Let's keep going quicker. All right, this is the EG. Went to the downside, bounced right here, and shot up for the week. Okay, that's not a surprise. Here's one that I told you guys that I ate pretty good off of for the copycat family. I knew it was going to come down and bounce up. So this red candle here, it's now red because what happened was it shot up. See, I will scalp. So this is the other one where we got 20 pips off of it. So this candle shot up big real quick. And let's go to the 15 minute. And you'll see it came down. Well, let me mark it. Which one was it? Let's see. Let's do a vertical. Well, each one of these is 4 hours. So that's the candle. That's the 4 hour candle. So this is the range. Okay. So when it came down and bounced up, okay, by 20 pips or so, I closed it. Closed it quickly. Why? Because I knew it was going to come back down. Actually, it was over here. This is the one right here. This is the price action. It came and touched. So this is where we got in at. Got to remember, every one of these candles are 15 minutes. But when you stack them all together, it equals up to 1 4 hour candle. Okay. So when that bounce had taken place down here and shot up by 20 pips, this is where I had closed it. Okay. I closed it out real quick for 20 pips. And the other Euro AUD is the one I closed out for 10 pips. So combined, I closed both of those trades out simultaneously at 30 pips. So that's what I did. Got some quick hitters. Okay. Quick hitters. Now, why did I do that? Because I knew it was probably going to, if it shot up real quick, it's going to pull back real quick. And guess what it did? And it pulled back real quick. Now, again, this is setting up. And if this was a Wednesday or Thursday and we had more time, I would have came right back in. When it came back down to retest this level, I probably would have jumped back in and let it go ahead and shoot up this way, because it does the same thing. You can see slant pattern, shoot up, slant, shoot up, slant, shoot up, slant to the side, shoot up, slant to the side. What do you think the next move will be? Okay. Unless, and now I don't even look for these on Sunday, Mondays, and Tuesdays, because that's a different story, because I only look for trend trades. But if it does keep going, then you see how it can possibly go to the upside to retest. Okay. So that's that. GN, let's keep going. We got a lot to cover and I'm slow. Nothing there I didn't see. GCAD, this one bounced nicely. Okay, very nicely. Nothing on the 4 hour, but I did see it on the 1 hour. See that? I seen that. Hitting that support, bounce right on off. Okay, so no surprise there. G-Swiss, same thing, bounce. All of these kind of went to the side. See, they went to a slant. And when I say slant pattern, just for those who are new to my channel, slant pattern means it goes slant. See how it angles? When it does that angle, see like this one, it angled to the downside and it shot back up. See this one? Angled to the downside at an angle and shot up. Angle, shot up, angle, shoot up. Okay? So that's what I call slant pattern. Okay? So all of these G pairs, they went to the downside and shot right back up. See? Slant pattern, shot up. Slant pattern, shoot up. Okay? They did the same thing. Okay? NZDs, they was acting a fool this week. I don't know what news came out on them either, but they was doing the fool this week. See how they was shooting up? And that can happen. That's what gets you into drawdown, because there was no news. I didn't see any special news event that came out that made them want to do this little fitchy move. Vitchy. I didn't say with a B. I said vitchy. Okay, vitchy moves. Somebody, oh, Uncle P done called him up. No, I ain't calling him. I said vitchy. Okay, vitchy. Okay, vitchy moves. Okay. And then same thing here. See, it shot up, but you can see it stopped, and then you have to wait. Once these big moves go up, and you can see this consistently. So when big moves happen, swing traders know, hold your trade and wait. Scalpers panic and quit. I'm done. I'm in drawdown. See why the drawdown conversation tells you how far you are in your journey? Swing traders, we don't talk like that. We are expecting, okay, there was a news event. As long as my stop is somewhere comfortable, completely out of the way, we're good. Because eventually, when you get done with this move to the upside, you got to do what? come right back down to the downside. You shoot up, and then it's going to pull right back into range. So that's why we hold our trades. We don't worry. Okay, same thing, slant pattern, popped up a little bit. Okay, this is UCAD. Go in here. I anticipate, I don't know what part of the week, but I do anticipate that if we're looking at this and it's just walking upstairs, I taught you guys years ago about the Stairmaster where uptrend, it just looks like you're literally walking upstairs off of support. You're walking upstairs, walking upstairs, walking upstairs. This one could come down and retest support again, depending on news, and I'll check that for you guys tomorrow. But if it does hit this support and stay, what do you think the next move is going to be? Okay, so slant patterns to the downside don't bother us because what do we see? If this is the case, what happens next? Just same thing like it did here. Slant pattern to the downside, and what happened immediately after? It shot all the way up. So all of you retailers who don't know what's going on, see, this is where you panic, but these swing traders know, okay, my stop should never have been too close. Let me put it way down here, somewhere out of the way. It pulled down and then immediately shot up and shot up higher than this level. Then it pulls down, drags its feet around here. So I will have my stop somewhere below this level. Okay, this was the prior low. So I will have it below this level somewhere. And then when it drags its feet, what happens next? Boom, it shoots up and you come up higher. And it pulls down, shoots up higher. Pull down, shoots up higher. See, simple. Now you get it? Okay, same thing. You can see it from the daily. Shot down, pulled up. Shot down, pulled up. Shot down, pull up. Shot down, pull up. Shot down, went higher. Shot down, next move up. That's a swing trader's day. That's a day in the life of a swing. That's what really should be called a day in the life of a swing trader. Okay, all right. Let's go to U30. Okay, there we go. Nothing much there. US 30, same thing. News event. A lot of news at the end of the week, which is why I take my pips and run. Okay, sometimes I take pips and run. But again, slant pattern popped up, stalemate right there. Okay, same thing, slant pattern popped up, went down, and there you go. Hitting on support, and here's gold. Gold finished to the downside, slant pattern, and then it popped up right here. And that's that. All right, let's go to the ocean wave. Let's go here. And this is more interesting to me because this is what I'm going to be focusing on at the beginning of the week anyway. At the beginning of the week, I'm looking to trade the trend. Okay, that's what I do. I trade the trend. All right, so this is AUD Swiss, and you can see what I'll tell you about the Swiss pairs. Those are the ones where if you get into a good one, you can hang on to that thing all week long. That's the one you don't really have to fully worry about dealing with midweek reversals too often. You do have to check, but not often on those, okay? Because when they trade the trend, they tend to stay in that for a long time. The only problem is they are slow movers, okay? They don't go fast. So for those who want consistent money and you can't stay around the charts and you got the ocean wave, start looking at the CHF pairs, okay? I told you guys that on last week's video. And look at this. It's continued since last week's video, still to the upside. See, I told you, ocean wave with trend trades, you'll easily see it. See that? It kept on going. All right, this is ACAD, okay? See, ACAD bounced around and still look like it can do a little damage to the upside. We'll see. This is AUD, see, to the upside. You can see it starting to formulate. AJ, see, consistently to the upside. Okay, so my second pair that I would consistently trade the trend with would be the JPY. Okay, the JPY, because it's weak, so ain't too much it's going to do. It may come out with a strong news event that makes some pullbacks and stuff happen, but then after that, you know, it goes back where it's going to go. And you can see this right here, and you can see this primarily right here. Okay, AN, there's not much there. Okay, just it did a little something, but primarily it's just sideways, so nothing there. CHF. Now, CHF, JPY, I don't like it. I would not trade that one pair with the CHF because you can see it's really, really choppy. Okay, so CHF, JPY, I don't like it, but all the other CHF pairs, I do. And you can see why. CAD Swiss, see? Look at how smooth that is. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Now, early on, I got into this trade, but I got out because realistically, it's just still doing the same thing. It was consolidating. So that's why I took a few pips off of that one and scalped it for a few pips and got out. I just got out. If you're not going to move much, I'll just treat you like a scalp and take my 7 pips and I'll call it a day. Every pip gets you to the finish line. Remember the football strategy I taught on Wednesday. Some trades will go for 30 pips. Some will go for 5. Some will go for 10. Some will go for, then you'll catch a good one that'll take you for 70 yards, just like in football. At the end of the day, each one of those yards are forward moving to constantly keep moving your portfolio or your prop firm account growing. As long as you're not going deep backwards because of major losses, which if you're a swing trader, we don't take major losses. We just get in drawdown and then it still moves back forward because we know what you're doing. A news event or manipulation, you're just trying to mess with stuff and then we know where you're going. So we just leave it alone. And eventually that's the long game. So that's fine. Not a problem. But some of you guys, you don't understand what is happening. This is why you're getting toe up. Okay? This is why you're getting toe up. You don't know what's happening. You're so close on the 1 minute and the 5 minute until you don't see the whole ball game. So what if I was doing my video like this the whole time? Y'all be like, dang, this dude is crazy. Why? I'm too close. You'd be saying, bro, back up. Back up. You're too close. That is the same philosophy you have to have when you're trading. Back up. You're too close. 1 minute, 5 minute. I only know a handful of traders who can do scalping on a professional level. Miss Jenny is one of them. Miss Jenny is one of them. But outside of her and a couple others, even me, I don't scalp off for 1 minute, 5 minutes. I'm not good at it. I will get toe up. Me personally. And I've been in this since 2018. I will get toe up. So I don't fool with it. If I scalp, I'm going to do it off a higher time frame so I can see the whole picture. And then when it goes into profit, I can close it out at any given time I want and still be profitable. And therefore that will be my form of scalping. That's why I didn't lose any trades last week. And I took about 6 to 8 of them and didn't lose any. Okay. All right. Here we go. CAD JPY. Same thing. See, to the upside, still consistently up. See, that trend is very strong against JPY. It may have pullbacks in between here or there, but that JPY. All right. Here's the Euro AUD. So this is why I closed the trade. Okay. At the beginning of the week, it tends to like to trend. The trend is my friend when the week begins. Write that down. The trend is your friend when the week begins. I'll say it again. The trend is your friend when the week begins. So Sunday, Mondays, and Tuesdays, primarily Tuesdays, but definitely Sunday and Mondays, all I want to do is look for trend trades. So you can see why I took my few little pips and called it a day, because this now is right here. This is showing me, okay, danger, stranger danger. Okay, so no, I'm not going to hold a trade over the weekend for this pair for it to bounce up, because it looks like it can actually drift to the downside at the beginning of the week for this particular pair, not for others, but for this one. Okay, so that's why I took my 10 pips and I closed it and ran away towards the end of the week. Okay, all right. So now we're looking at the Euro CAD. Nothing much there. It drifted down, but now it's just basically going sideways, and we can see that from the 4 hour. Just nothing there. It's just flat. Okay. Euro USD, and now you can see this one bent to the upside. Okay. Nice move to the upside, and it may continue. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. But anyway, Euro JPY. What I tell you, JPY pairs are very consistent. Okay, Euros, the Swiss and the JPYs is ones that if I had to hold a trade for an entire week using the Ocean Wave, this would be the pairs, the JPYs and the CHFs, except for Swiss JPY. All right, Euro NZD, same thing, just choppy and sloppy, nothing there. Okay, Euro Swiss, told you, see how you can see it, and it looks like it can still pop up. See that? It looks like a big long SpongeBob SquareHead to the upside. Let's go to the 4 hour, and you can see it can potentially pop up. Nothing there on the daily. On the 1 hour, it looked like it can do it. 30 minute, still looking good. Okay. All right. EG. EG is sloppy. I don't like it. Keep it moving. GA. Okay. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. Except for it can possibly go to the downside. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right, GA, same thing. It looks like it can do a pullback to the main wave and then continue down. So that's, again, why I closed it out, take my money on a Friday, because I don't know what can happen over the weekend with these particular pairs. So I just took my money, okay? And I did for the copycat. So those who's in the copycat group, we took our 30 pips. 10 on Euro AUD, and 20 on GBP AUD. We took our money, got our 30 pips towards the end on Friday. We took an additional extra 30 pips on Friday. Now, we've been hitting them all week long because you guys see we had 20 wins and only one loss. So we've been hitting them all week long. But towards Friday, I just took some, I'll say, man, let's close this week out with a little extra bonus pips. You know what I mean? And that's what we did. So that's why. But again, this could pull back up and test the main wave and then come back down, or it can just continue on down. So I just took my money. All right. GN, same thing. It looks like it can actually go to the downside. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. All right. GCAD. And I'm going to roll a little bit faster. We'll see how this plays out over the weekend. It looks like it's trying to turn up. See, this is starting to begin consistent here, so nothing there. Okay. All right. G-Swiss, see how it was going up, and then it flattened out. So nothing there towards the end of the week, but at the beginning of the week, and then it had a burst to the upside. Okay. That's the Swiss pairs. I told you guys. All right. This is GU. GU was still drifting to the downside. Now it's consolidating. Nothing there. GA. I told you about them Oh. Y'all see? In the beginning of the week, I'm personally, now it can do a reversal. It can do a reversal at the beginning of anything's possible. But looking at this setup right here, this is what I'm talking about. Now, the market is closed, so over the weekend it can pop open and look uglier, okay? But if I had to take a trade on this one right now today, and I had to choose whether to go to the upside or to the downside to do a buy or sell, what would you have done? Especially at the beginning of the week, if it's sitting like this. Look at that. I'm just saying. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Swiss. Again, same thing. NZD, CHF. Look at that. Consistently to the upside. It's a little too late for me to really get all of this good, glorious pips on these. So personally, I can't wait till they flip to the downside because I'm going to be riding these into the sunset. Okay. All right. Same thing. Here we go. Nothing there. This is the NCAD, just like EuroCAD, nothing on the CAD. All right. This is NZD, JPY. See what I tell you? The CHF and the JPY are the best two if you're going to hold a trade for an entire week. There you go. Because the JPY was weak all week. Okay, here we go. NZD, USD, it's kind of choppy and sloppy. Nothing there. Euro Swiss, climb, and now it's just consolidating. Okay. NCAD, uncertain. Okay. I think, like I said, the reason it's uncertain on this time frame is because I think it potentially could. Look at this from the 4-hour time frame. Okay. If I pull this down, see this slant pattern to the downside on the 4-hour. This is why I think even if it pulls back a little bit more on the and this is the EuroCAD, even if it pulls back a little bit more from the 4-hour perspective, it still looks like a slant pattern to the main wave. As you can see, slant pattern to the main wave. And because it did a slant pattern to the main wave, look at that. What do you think may happen next? So if your stop was down here, clearly out of the way, yes, it did a pullback on you, but what would be the next move? Okay. That's what I was trying to show y'all on the charts with the other one. All right, let's go back to the 30-minute. This is UJ. Okay, I don't see much of nothing there. And people say, why you always tighten your charts? Because I can see things better when it's like that. Do what you want, but that's what I see. Okay. All right. So this is the US 30. It did a pullback to the main wave, as you can see, but it may have some more potential upside. S&P 500, same thing, pull back to the main wave. So when you say, oh, it did a reversal, yeah, it did. But where is it going? It went back to the main wave. See how it's touching the main wave? See the main thick one? Touch the main wave. Just retest it. Not saying it won't continue down, but you can see what it actually did thus far. But this is still saying, hey, it can still go up. This is saying strong upside. So there we go. NAS, same thing. Let's take a look. Now this one broke through. Let's go to a higher time frame, 1 hour and the 4 hour. And so as you can see, these consistently are still to the upside, but it did pull back to the main wave and retest it, broke through a little bit here. But on the 1 hour, you can see it just hit the main wave. retested. So what may happen next week? It may resume the trend, my friend. Okay, it may resume the trend. Okay, let's look at gold. Okay, gold went and dipped to the dippity dip, and then it just went. It's really consolidating. I don't really, do what you want with gold, but right now I don't see it favorably. I don't have a good eye for it. When it was going down, see, went down, and then dropped majorly, consolidated, came back up, and it's just consolidating. But yeah, we'll see. All right, so that's my conclusion of what happened last week. And you guys did, if you want to know what news events were impacted, I did that on last Sunday's video, so go back and look at that. And then if you're going to backtest your strategy or your trading system, now you have not only what I saw, but also the news events from last week on Sunday. You can look at that and say, okay, let me look at his news event calendar that he had, and let me compare it to what actually happened on my charts, and let me see apples to apples, oranges to oranges. Let me see what news events impacted. Like I said, the only ones that shocked the heck out of me is the AUD and the NZD. They shot up, but I didn't see any major news that came out on them that should have caused that to happen towards the end of the week. I didn't see anything. It could be me. I may have missed something, but I didn't see anything. So that's shockers, and that can happen. Okay. Just like the USD, it came out, some news event came out on it, made them things drop real hard, but they possibly will recover. And so there you go. All right, you guys. All right. So Uncle P is done with this review. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.